Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today, we're in downtown Coral Bay, and we're going to take you on a little mosey on down and a wiggle up through Peyia Village. The girl in charge of this ship is Miss Ochin Gracivia Labouf, and she is quite possibly the most beautiful woman in the world.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now, let's get it into gear.
Yes.
Check the mirrors. And let's proceed with two hands on the steering wheel. Here we go. Gracivia Labouf is in charge of the ship. Downtown Coral Bay. This is the main feeder road from Paphos. We're going that away, which if we continue to go that away, we would end up in Paphos in around about 15-20 minutes, but we're not going that way, we're going to go that way, to the left. There we are, which means we're going up into Peyia Village, one of the biggest villages in the whole of Cyprus, never mind Paphos. Population around about 8,000, half of that population are all foreign nationals, and if we take the true figure, it's probably around 8,000 foreign nationals, so we outnumber the locals by quite a bit. Those foreign nationals are, well, British, and when I say British I mean English, Welsh, Scottish, and of course Irish, and on top of that there's a lot of Russians, Ukrainians, Germans, French, Swiss, you name it, they're all here. And in fact, there are two of our new Gumbarus all the way from Germany here as we speak. Mr. Dirk, Mr. Michael, welcome to Coral Bay.
Welcome, and I'm driving the Mercedes, the best car ever made by the world.
It is indeed, yes. Now, the two young gentlemen we're talking about, and they are young, they're much younger than me, not that much younger than Ochin Gracivia Labouf, because of course Mr. Dave Jono, she's only 37. Simple. Right, now Dirk, Mr. Michael, they are going to work on their computers. They're very clever individuals, and they work remotely. Most people understand that. I understand it. I only wish I was clever enough to be able to do it. So they are going to relocate themselves from uptown Germany, where the winters are cold, and they're going to relocate themselves to downtown Peyia, Coral Bay area. So this video is especially for Mr. Dirk and Mr. Michael, and you never know, as we have a Snoop Dogg and a wiggle around, we might come across that perfect place for you and your wonderful dog to relocate to. So Gracivia Labouf, let's have a wiggle.
That dog was so wonderful and so clever eyes. I will never forget about it.
Yeah. So stay with us. We're wiggling, we're waggling, and we're going up into Peyia Village. There's an awful lot of villas up here, and I'm pretty sure that you'll find one you'll like and one that will suit your budget. So sit back, kick the shoes off, get the frappe, or I don't know, the orange juice. Take a right, Gracivia Labouf. There's a bit of a road digging going on up that way. So we're wiggling, waggling now in the residential areas, and there are a lot of villas, as you can see. In fact, there's thousands of villas. So we're going to keep going. This road takes us up past the Peyia football ground, which is one of the most successful football teams in the whole of Cyprus, never mind just Paphos. In fact, they won the Football League, I think it was the year before last. They are a very good football team indeed, and for the size of the village, they've got a very big football stadium as well. You can probably see the big floodlights up there. I think it seats around 2,000 to 3,000 people, and obviously they have other teams coming down, and often around here is packed out with fans parked up. Now, most of these villas that you're seeing are occupied by various foreigners of varying nationalities, and perhaps one of them could be the perfect place for our two new #1 Gumbarus all the way from uptown Germany. And we had a chat about cars with them as well. They've owned a few varying cars throughout their lives, and they understand that little Japanese cars are very reliable, and they also like the Mercedes because of course it's a very clever and a very, very precisely manufactured car. So if you want a good car, go and buy you some Mercedes. Doesn't have to be a new one, as long as you get a more popular model like a C-Class, an E-Class, a GL class, an ML class, a GLE class. You'll be all right for parts and servicing in Cyprus, and you'll have bought yourself a great, great car. Take a left, we'll see the booth. Have you been around here before?
No.
No, no we are.
I'm like now visiting another planet.
Now there's a little kindergarten school coming up on our left over here. And that again is occupied by locals and expatriate children alike. Take a right to receive the booth.
Right.
Yep. We've got some goats up yonder.
Oh, I want to see the goat.
We'll have a look at them a bit later. There we are. Now all around here I've got customers. There's a Mr. Angel who lives in that block there. There's a retired policeman who lives up there. I know the chap who lives in this villa. I think you get the idea. I know Peyia pretty well indeed. I know this chap here with the Discovery. I know this chappie over here with the Greek flag flying outside. Just wiggle and waggle on the road, see the booth. I know the man in the red villa there. And as we start to climb up, you never know, we might come across a townhouse villa that's perched right at the top, which has a truly spectacular view all the way down to Coral Bay. At here, take a right. And the person that owns that, well, his name is a Mr. Paul, and he's got a lady in his life, and she's called Mrs. Mo. And, well, that's the property that they own, and they are two superstars. Keep going, Mr. Booth. That own a property in downtown Paphos, and they also trusted me enough to buy a rather nice white Honda HRV, which we have kept undercover until they come back in January. Come to a stop, receive the booth, and then wiggle round to the right. There we go.
Wow.
As you can see, uptown Peyia is built up into the mountainside, which means, of course, you get spectacular views down towards the Coral Bay plages. So, Mr. Paul, Miss Mo, I hope that you recognise what's in the viewfinder now. It is the Coral View Resort, which means, well, if you just come to this entrance here and then stop, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's stop there.
Yeah.
Well, stop. There you go, Mr. Paul. There you go, Miss Mo. That's your house on the end. And that's your own private lift elevator there.
Wow.
But unfortunately, as you told me, it doesn't work. So you have to go up the 72 steps.
But
Never mind. That's the house there. That one there. Right there. There we are. Right, let's keep going.
Wow.
Let's wiggle and waggle that away. There's an awful lot of properties up here for people to feast their eyes on and digest. Now, as we come round the corner, go see the booth, take a left. Yeah. And let's go uphill that little bit further.
I don't wonder, now I understand why you've got such a lot of job from Peyia, because the way they are driving, it's very dangerous, and they're hitting each other all the time.
Well, the roads are Sherlock Holmes, and the drivers are Sherlock Holmes. There's a lot of Sherlock Holmesing going on.
I mean, the houses are on hilly places.
Yes.
So, which is you have to be the Schumacher to drive without any accident.
Well, Miss Dame Bell, she's a Schumacher in her new car, and she races around Hartlepool. And so she says. Now, this was a friend of mine, Swiss German, Mr. Pierre, and his wife Helga still lives there. And that, believe it or not, is where I used to live.
Where?
That house there. That one there. There we go. That house there. When we first came here, keep going up there, and we'll come to a dead end road, and we'll turn around. But that is the house that I lived in when I first came to Peyia. There you go. So turn round here, if you can't go down there, so you've got to stick your nose in there and then go into reverse. Where are you going,
I'm just...
Right, so can't go down there and turn round. Now we're on someone's land, but never mind. So swing it round.
I don't think they're gonna kill us for the...
Well, hopefully not, but I wouldn't stay too long. He's Scottish. He still lives there.
I'm gonna tell him, can I have a bottle of water? And then he'll say, are you from Scotland?
There we go. Sir Stuart.
I'll say,
Sir Stuart, it always makes him laugh when you talk about the bottle of water.
I'll say, can I have a bottle of water? And he'll say, are you from Scotland? I said, and he will trust.
We're not making fun of Scottish people. We like Scottish people.
Oh,
It's
I
just
do.
there's a story many years ago when Marika was a concierge in a hotel, and a lady asked her in a broad Glaswegian accent for, "Have you got a bottle of water?" And Christina Booth thought her English was very good, but she suddenly understood that her English was a bit Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, pull up to the end of the road here, Christina Booth.
Yeah,
And I'm going to show you
from here.
a spectacular view. That's what I'm going to show you. So stick with us. Have a look at that. That was the view that I used to feast my eyes on from the terrace just up there. And I used to look down across Coral Bay. And then slowly but surely I worked my way down the mountain, shall we say. Right, take a left, Christina Booth.
You had a very nice view, Paul.
Great view, spectacular view. And the swimming pool's on the front. It's fantastic. Obviously those were in my richer days, and then slowly but surely all that money got frittered away. Then I met watching Christina Booth, and
then
I
the money
used to
gone.
have a small fortune, and now I don't have anything at all. So we are waiting for the reinforcements to come in. Jeremy, Simon, you know who I'm talking about. And we've got a feeling that you're on your way. You just don't
What
want
if
to.
we go
No,
there?
it's a dead end. It's a closed road, Christina
okay.
Booth.
But
Leave the
I
navigation
can see
to
how
me.
beautiful view it
Leave
is.
the navigation in to me.
Mr. Paul, you can
Why
show
are you
how-
on the wrong side of the road?
It's a beautiful view to show.
Are we in Greece? Yeah. You were just saying about the people's driving skills, and this is a problem. When they live up in the mountains of Tala or Peyia, they do tend to drive on the wrong side of the road because they are, should we say, digesting the view. Take a left. See a bit of big. Anyway, back to Mr. Dirk and Mr. Michael. You could be looking for that perfect townhouse or villa. I don't think an apartment's that good for you, because we understood that with the dog when we were chatting yesterday. So you want a townhouse with a garden or a relatively secluded villa, perhaps.
A beautiful picture.
Spectacular. It's absolutely spectacular. But it's going to get better than this. You keep going. Can we go a little bit faster now? Because I want to take you and show you a beautiful view, a truly spectacular view, and a part of Peyia that as yet has been unspoilt. So if you're looking for that perfect plot, this could be the place for you to go.
Wow.
Wiggle and waggle down there, and then wiggle and waggle up there, and then you're going to see Peyia, and you're going to see Coral Bay in all of its beauty and all of its spectacality. So we're going downhill, if you understand us now, but then we're going to come uphill, and then you're going to get a view. And one or two people have bought plots around here, and one or two people have started and had houses built, and of course the beauty and the view, well, it's going to take your breath away. So stick with us. Comes to a bit of a crossroads up here, Christina Booth. I know sometimes there isn't much traffic, but please be careful, because you can get the odd person driving around looking for that perfect view. So let's get up here. Slow it down a little bit, because you are joining the main road. Look left, look right, straight over.
Wow.
Go on, keep going. That's it. Look at that.
Oh,
We're in the
my
hillside of Peyia.
God.
Go on, off you go, Christina Booth.
But I can't believe
The
that.
breath
It's
has
like
been taken away. It's like living in the Welsh mountains around here. If you've ever been to the Welsh mountains, this is
And
what
that
reminds
car,
you.
can you see
That's
how
where
it's
we're going.
Oh,
So
dear.
keep going, and hopefully you haven't clicked off yet.
My God,
Hopefully
where have you been before?
you're
I
going to
haven't-
stay with us
I've
till the
never
end,
seen such a
and you
beauty.
never know, we might even get Nigel Carter and Oh So Sweet Caroline to watch the last minute, even though they think I'm going to talk about coffees and all that sort of stuff, because I might not in this video. There we go.
Look at this.
I'll do it now. So if you want to see the channel grow, see the new heights that we want it to get to, go to different places, show you even more spectacular views and places than we've already showed you, please click through to our About page, where you could consider buying her a coffee, me a coffee, yourself a coffee. We could have a damn good sit down and a good chat about it as we relish the sugar in that sweet latte. Here we go. The views are coming. The pinnacle of the video is coming. The wiggle and the waggle around
My God.
Peyia. There we go.
Oh.
Parts of Peyia that most people that even live in Peyia have never been to. It's that little bit too far to have walked their dog. Keep going, Peyia Paphos.
The car is struggling to go up.
Keep going, Peyia Paphos. Stop. There we are. We're going to dismount and we're going to show you the view that is quite simply to die for. There's no better view in the whole of Peyia. You can keep going up into Cathecus, but you can't see the detail and the intricacies and the beauty of downtown Coral Bay and Peyia all in one. From here you can have a look at that.
Oh my goodness! What have I just seen? It's like whole world is presented to all of us. It looks like a paradise from all the paradises in the world. It's a luxury views that I have never seen in more than 20 years living in Cyprus. Amazing.
I promised you a view, and now I'm going to give you a view from the top of the Cathecus mountain down to Upper Peyia, Mid Peyia, Lower Peyia, Coral Bay, into the abyss. It's going to take your breath away, and on top of that the sun is glistening on the blue Mediterranean Sea as it licks and laps downtown Coral Bay. Thank you for watching. Please come back for the next one. Here we go.
That you have come all and see this amazing views. Even if you don't have a spare time, you have to find that spare time to come here and to enjoy these views. The luxury of mountains. The one neighbor mountain is talking to another neighbor mountain. How strong or weak is the wind today? But these views worth seeing, and we would like to tell you how much we love you, and we would like to tell you many thanks for watching, and please come back to see another of our madnesses, and thank you very much, and many kisses from the bottom of our two hearts. You're speechless.
Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, big guns, buy us a coffee.